my name is Ashley. I'm here to discuss 4 employment laws that will help you with your everyday business needs. My hope is that by the end of this video, you'll be able to discuss these laws more effectively with your teams so no violations occur in the future. The first law I want to discuss with you is the FLSA, or the Fair Labor Standards Act, which was enacted by Congress, which regulates minimum wage, child labor laws, and overtime. Every time an employer fails to meet these requirements set by the FLSA, they could face a penalty of $1,100 per violation. Plus, every time an employee was wronged, they also can earn a payout, which at the end of the day is a lot of money, which a lot of employers don't want to lose when these are mistakes that could have been easily prevented. Now, in order to prevent some of these from happening, make sure when you hire somebody, you know what the state's minimum wage is. Also, if you know that your employee is under the age of 18, make sure you know that your state requires a worker's permit or not. Also, keep track, stay organized. Make sure every hour which was worked by an employee is accounted for. The second law I want to discuss with you is the FMLA, or the Family Medical Leave Act. This is a federal law that requires companies who have 50 or more employees to provide them with this additional time off to take care of family matter. Now, this family matter can include maternity or paternity leave, or when a family welcomes a new adopted child into their lives. Also, when an employee has an ill family member, they can use this additional time off to take care of them. An employee does need to meet requirements to use the FMLA leave. Requirements include working for their employer for at least 12 months, also working 1,250 hours within that 12-month period. Also, employers may not take away this FMLA right. It is unlawful for them to do so. Should an employer try to deny their employees rights of FMLA, the Department of Labor may take legal action after investigations. Again, it is unlawful for any employer to violate or interfere or deny their employees of their FMLA rights, especially when they've met the requirements. The third law I want to discuss with you is OSHA, or the Occupational and Safety Health Act. This was created in 1970 to require that employers provide their employees with safe and healthful work environments. This also requires that employers provide their employees with safe and maintained working equipment to do their job safely to prevent any injuries from happening on the job. Now, any employer who repetitively and willfully violates these requirements of OSHA can face civil penalties up to $70,000 per violation, but no less than $5,000 for each willful violation. Secondly, any employer who has received a willful violation of any serious violations occurring on the job of an employee can require them to pay up to $7,000 for each violation. Lastly, another result of failing to abide by these laws created by OSHA could lead to the creation of a union. Now, employers tend to avoid the creation of unions because they fundamentally are really costly and they take away the flexibility of management and leadership of the owners of said company. The last law I want to discuss with you is harassment. Right now, it's a really hot topic, and sexual harassment is on the forefront of all news outlets right now. But there's non-sexual harassment that can occur to somebody on their job. Now, when harassment occurs, it can happen to anybody at any time, and it can impact their career as a whole. It's important that you understand, what constitutes as harassment or sexual harassment, so you'll be better prepared on how to handle it should it happen to you. Sexual harassment can include sexual gestures, behaviors regarding their gender or their sexual orientation. Somebody can receive images or videos emailed to them or suggesting any type of that behavior, which can be deemed offensive. Non-sexual harassment can include pointing out or alluding that somebody is either too fat or too old or too stupid, not deemed to be doing their job. Now, should anybody feel that they've been victim to harassment, they can file a report with the EEOC, which is the Equal Employment Opportunities Commission, which will begin an investigation. Now, the wrongdoer of this harassment could face termination. However, should this harassment have happened on the company's property, now the company is now reliable to take care of this matter, and they could be faced with many legal fees. Also, harassment is a criminal charge. And if the victim presses charges, the person doing the harassing could face jail time. So, be prepared to know what to do should it happen to you. So, I hope that I have provided some groundwork for these fundamental employment laws, that you're able now to confidently comply and discuss these with your employees, so again, no violations occur in the future. Thank you and good luck.